Jane Fortune was born on August 7, 1942 and died on September 23, 2018. She was an American author, journalist, and philanthropist. Many of her publications and philanthropic activities were centered on the research, restoration and exhibition of art by women in Florence, Italy. Fortune was the cultural editor of the Florentine, an English-language newspaper in Tuscany, in which she appeared as a regular art and culture columnist from the newspaper's founding in 2005 until her death in 2018. Her original column Mosaics 2005 to 2008, led to her writing a guidebook on Florence's culture to Florence, Connemore, 77 Ways to Love the City. The Florentine Press, 2007. The book's second edition, reprinted 3 years later with 13 additional chapters, is titled To Florence, Connemore, 90 Ways to Love the City. The Florentine Press, 2011. Fortune's subsequent books, documentaries and essays were largely influenced by her efforts to safeguard and promote art by women artists. Her book Invisible Women, Forgotten Artists of Florence 2009 documents women painters in Florence and their thousands of works on display or in storage, many of which are in need of restoration. In 2009, the book was presented to the Uffizi Library. This volume was followed up in 2012 by a guidebook she co-authored with Linda Falcone, which describes where to view artworks by women artists in the public collections of Florence. Art by Women in Florence, A Guide Through 500 Years, The Florentine Press, 2012. In 2005, with the goal of raising awareness about the achievements of women artists and protecting their artworks, Fortune founded the Italian not-for-profit organization, the Florence Committee of the National Museum for Women in the Arts. In 2006, under Fortune's leadership, the Florence Committee funded the restoration of the San Marco Museum's Lamentation with Saints, a large-scale Renaissance painting by Sor Plautilene, Florence's first recognized woman painter. In 2008, her quest continued with the restoration of David and Bathsheba by 17th-century Baroque painter Artemisia Gentileschi. Following up on these achievements but wishing to work on a broader scope, in 2009, Fortune founded the not-for-profit American organization, 5013C, Advancing Women Artists Foundation, AWA, dedicated to researching, restoring and exhibiting artwork by women artists, particularly in Florence, Italy. Since Fortune founded the Advancing Women Artists Foundation, AWA in 2009, it has carried out several restoration projects for drawings, paintings and sculptures by women artists in Florence from the 16th to the 19th centuries, including Dominican convent painter Sor Plautilene at the St. Salvi's Last Supper Museum, 18th-century Florentine poet-painter Irene Pinti Duclos at the Accademia Gallery, and 19th-century French sculptor Félicie da Fourveau in Santa Cruz and Santa Maria del Carmen. The foundation also sponsors exhibitions, conference, seminars, books and documentaries to promote the achievements of historic women artists, in addition to safeguarding their work. The foundation sponsors an honors program, the NAE Awards, dedicated to recognizing modern-day women working in Florence, including women curators, artists and restorers. In 2010, Fortune established the Jane Fortune Research Program at the Medici Archive Project in Florence, for finding new archival documents regarding the history of women artists, assisting study of this material by scholars, and mentoring young scholars in the field. In 2008, with co-founder Robert Hess, Fortune established the Indianapolis City Ballet, ICB, a not-for-profit organization that supports ballet performances with international dancers from ballet companies from several countries and master classes with these dancers in Indianapolis. Fortune was a member of the board of the National Museum of Women in the Arts, Washington, D.C., the Indiana University Museum of Art, the Herron School of Art and Design, the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts and of the National Museum of Women in the Arts in Washington, D.C. Fortune was a member of the board of directors of the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and was chair of the Board of Trustees of Studio Arts Center International, SASI, in Florence. She was an honorary member of the Dean's Advisory Board at Herron School of Art and Design in Indianapolis, Indiana, and was on the Board of Trustees of the Medici Archive Project, Florence, Italy and New York. In Philadelphia, Fortune co-founded U.S. Artists, an American fine art show and sale, which benefited the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts. She was founder of the same organization's special needs program, which resulted in the establishment of a women's board-endowed scholarship at Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts, a scholarship for persons with disabilities to attend the Paphos Art School. She endowed the Jane Fortune Outstanding Women Visiting Artist Lecture at Herron School of Art and Design. Past lecturers have been Eleanor Antin, Maria Magdalena Compas Pons, Judy Chicago, Judith Shee, Audrey Flack, Betty Woodman and Polly Pfelbaum. She was chairman of the board of the Deafness Research Foundation in New York City and its volunteer president, CEO. In 2010, Fortune was awarded an honorary doctorate in humane letters from Indiana University for her work as an author and philanthropist in the United States and Italy. In 2007, the Indianapolis Mayor's Advisory Council on Disabilities awarded Fortune their Accessibility Award for her work on accessibility and inclusion for persons with disabilities. Maxwell Anderson, the Melvin and Brent Simon director and CEO of the Indianapolis Museum of Art, nominated her for the Accessibility Award, for her leadership and financial support of the museum's accessibility program. In 2008, Dr. Fortune also received the Spirit of Philanthropy Award from Indiana University, Purdue University, UPE, the Herron School of Art and Design in Indianapolis. In 2013, the documentary Invisible Women, Forgotten Artists of Florence, based on her 2009 book by the same name, was awarded a Regional Emmy Award as Best Documentary in the Historical, Cultural Program category. In 2013, for her work in Florence she received the Tuscan American Association Award. This award, presented annually at Florence's Palazzo Vecchio, honors an American and an Italian for their contributions to the culture of Florence. Past awardees include Andrea Bocelli, Zubin Mehta and Franco Zeffirelli. She died at 76 years old.